The Cartographer of Lost Things. Old man Tiber lived in a lighthouse that wasn't attached to any land. It simply was, rising from the perpetually gray ocean like a forgotten tooth. He wasn't a keeper of the light, though. He was a cartographer. Not of places, but of lost things. Every object that vanished, a child's favorite marble, a soldier's last letter, a forgotten dream drifted to Tiber's lighthouse. They didn't arrive by sea or wind, but by a current of absence, a tide of what wasn't. He charted these lost things on maps made of moonlight and regret, each pinprick a story of someone, somewhere, grieving. He wasn't supposed to find the things, only record their absence. But Tiber had a secret. He believed every lost thing held a fragment of the person who lost it, a sliver of their soul, and he was trying to piece those fragments back together. One day, a new object arrived. A silver locket, intricately carved with a single wilting rose. It wasn't the locket itself that captivated Tiber, but the silence surrounding it. Lost things usually hummed with a faint echo of their past, a whisper of memory. This locket was utterly, terrifyingly silent. He traced the carvings with a trembling finger. The silence felt predatory. It wasn't the absence of sound, but the suppression of it. As he studied the locket, he began to see flashes. A woman with eyes the color of storm clouds, a grand ballroom bathed in candlelight, a single crimson stain blooming on a white dress. The flashes grew stronger, more vivid, until he realized the locket wasn't charting a loss, but a cover-up. Someone hadn't simply lost something, they had hidden it, and the silence wasn't emptiness, but a deliberate attempt to erase a memory. Driven by a growing sense of dread, Tiber began to unravel the story behind the locket. He discovered it belonged to Lady Beatrice Ainsworth, a renowned socialite who had vanished without a trace 50 years ago. The official story was a tragic accident, a fall from a cliff during a storm. But the locket whispered a different tale, a tale of betrayal, forbidden love, and a secret that someone was willing to kill to protect. As Tiber delved deeper, he realized he wasn't just charting lost things, he was awakening them. The lighthouse began to shift and groan, haunted by the echoes of the past. The ocean churned with a restless energy. And he wasn't alone anymore. He could feel eyes on him, watching from the shadows. He could hear whispers carried on the wind. And he knew, with a chilling certainty, that the person who had silenced Lady Beatrice wasn't finished yet. They were coming for him, and they would stop at nothing to keep the truth buried. The lighthouse beacon, usually a steady pulse of light, began to flicker erratically, mirroring the frantic beat of Tiber's heart. He was trapped, alone, in a lighthouse haunted by the ghosts of the past, and he knew, with a growing sense of despair, that the map he was charting wasn't just of lost things, it was a map to his own doom.